Friends, we are on chapter 12, the last chapter. We have finished the first part of the chapter in the previous class. Okay, let us see the summary of the previous part we have finished. In the Act 1, Scene 1, the present is the anxiety brought about the Caesar's return from war, killing the previous ruler, Pompey. The streets is noisy, the people are in the streets and are shouting, and there are games going on because it is the feast of lubricant. Okay, and the ordinary people march in celebration of Caesar's victory over Pompey, and the tributaries called them and chased them off, arguing that Pompey was a celebrator of Rome. So, the Caesar's triumph is not truly a triumph of Rome. We have seen the Marulus and the Flavorus, the governors of Rome, they are chasing the common people from the streets, telling that you will not be allowed to celebrate the victory of Caesar. Okay, so we can say that here they are against the victory of Caesar. So, we will see the next part of the chapter. So the second citizen says that to the Flavorus that, "Sir, I make my living using an awl. Okay, I stick to my work. I don't meddle in politics or chase any women. I am a surgeon to old shoes. When they are endangered, I save them. The oldest, the noblest men who ever walked on leather have worked on my handwork." So almost all the people come and repair their shoes. I make the shoes in a proper way. With a much conscience, I prepare the shoes. Okay. So the next part, the Flavorus tells that, "But wherefore art not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men about the streets?" So he is asking the question to the cobbler. "But then, why are you not in your shop today? Is it a holiday today? Why are you leading these men through the streets? And why are you leading these common people to the streets? What's the reason? Please give me the answer." For that, what the common men, the cobbler says to him that, "Truly, sir, to wear out their shoes to get myself into more work. But indeed, sir, we make holiday to see Caesar and to rejoice in triumph." Well, he says that to wear out their shoes, they have to wear out their shoes and get myself more work. When they come out in the streets, their shoes will come bad and I get more work. Seriously, though we took 2 holidays to see. Not really the main reason is that when we came today to see the Caesar, and we have to celebrate the Caesar's triumph today. That's the reason we are on the streets. So by hearing this, the Marulus gets little irritated. So he says, what he says here says that, "Wherefore rejoice? What conquest bring he home? What tributaries follow him to Rome? To graze in captive bonds, his chariot's wheels? You blocks, you stone, you worse than senseless things." So he was little irritated and shouting at them. What he says, "Why would you celebrate it? What victory does he bring home? What foreign land has he conquered and captive foreigners chained to his chariot wheels? You blockheads, you unfeeling men, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome," he says. So again, so many things he says that is our hearts, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome, knew you Pompey many a time, and often have you climbed up to the walls and battlement. So he says that, "You unfeeling men, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome, didn't you know Pompey? Many times you climbed up on walls and battlement tower and windows, even chimney tops, with your babies in your arms. and sat there patiently all the day waiting to see great Pompey ride through the streets of Rome. When Pompey was won the battle, when he came back, the same way you were waiting for him also. You were climbing the walls with your babies, you were patiently waiting for his coming. So what's the reason why you are not weeping for his when Caesar came, why you are not crying for Pompey? So you are very sensible people, you are hard-hearted people. Who is telling? Marvelous is telling that. Okay. And when you caught the glimpse of his chariot, and when you see that the Pompey was coming, didn't you shout so loud that the river Tiber shook, it echoed, and now you put your best clothes and now you take a holiday. So at that time, by hearing the shouting of you, the river Tiber was also shaken. And now you are busy with shouting for the Caesar. What's the reason? Okay. And now you choose flowers in the path of Caesar, to who comes in triumph over Pompey. Defeated sons, go home, run to your houses, fall on your knees, and pray to God who spare you the pain that you deserve for such ingratitude. So, Marvelous is shouting and yelling that, saying that now you have no grateful towards the Pompey, you have already forgotten him. Okay, so that is not at all good. And Flavorus says that go countrymen, and do penance for your fault. Assemble all the poor men of your sort. Draw them to the Tiber bank and weep. Please go and weep at the bank of Tiber, in the channel till the lowest stream. Do kiss the most exalted shore of all. Okay, who says this? Flavorus. And the Marvelous says, may we do so. Marvelous says that, can we go and do that? You know, it's the feast of Lupercal. Lupercal is the god of Rome. And Flavorus again says that, it is no matter, let no image be hanged with the Caesar's trophies aisle about, and drive away the vulgarous from the streets. So do you too, where you preserve them, think these glowing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fly an ordinary pitch. Who else would soar about the view of men and keep us all in servile fearfulness? Okay, so the last scene, the Flavorus says that it doesn't matter if the feast is the god, we celebrate the feast of Lupercal. It doesn't matter, but make sure that none of the statues are decorated in tribute to Caesar. We can decorate the god of Lupercal, but not the picture of Caesar. I will walk around and force the commoners of the streets. Please tell the commoners, the common people, to move back to their homes. You do the same whenever the crowd are thick. So, he is instructing the Flavius. Marvelous is telling to the another governor, you please instruct the people, the common people, to go back home, and also don't gather as a crowd there on the streets. If we take away Caesar's support, he'll have to come back to the earth. Otherwise, he'll fly too high. If we are celebrating or welcoming the Caesar, they are little fear that he will become the next king. That is why they are doing this. So, he will fly too high and keep the rest of us in a state of fear and obedience. So, if we are giving attention or giving high values to him, he will be the other king and he will be fly too high and keep the rest of us, keep the rest of others, he will keep us in a state of fear and obedience. Okay, that's all the lesson. This is the end of the lesson and the portion is over, and it's your duty to study the portion for the periodical 2 and the annual. Okay, so the question answers, reference to the context and the word meanings and the given exercises. Cover up all that and prepare for the exam well and write the exam. Okay, that's all students today. Thank you for listening.